Hello and welcome to In the Pot with Livvy and Chrissie on Made in Bristol TV. We welcome you to this amazing show of delectable delights. I'm Livvy.
And I'm Chrissie, and we invite you to come simmer with us for the next half an hour.
Well, we love a man who cooks. Well, we don't mind anyone who cooks, really, and feeds us. And they're going to be teaching us how to do it on this show. But the point is, Chrissie doesn't cook. And I can't be bothered, really.
Is she bothered? No.
I'm not bothered.
Is she bothered? So each week we're going to get the very best dishy chefs in. They've got to be dishy to teach us, and you of course, how to be a really great cook.
And we'd love to hear from you, and you can tweet us at Made in Bristol TV. You know, your culinary disasters or your foodie delights. We'd love to hear about them.
We would indeed. Now, we're here at the Devilled Egg Kitchen Academy in Clifton, Bristol. I wonder what our dishy chef, Sam Moody of the Bath Priory Hotel, has in store for us today. Now, I've heard it's scallops, but not just scallops,
potatoes, potatoes.
Not just any old scallops, hand-dived scallops. So, I don't know what that means. I think we're doing a pudding, buttermilk pudding, which sounds absolutely wonderful with honeycomb. Okay. How?
So we're now going to invite in our wonderful dishy chef, Sam Moody.
Hello.
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm very well.
It's always a bit awkward, that kissing, isn't it? Very darling.
Second one's easier.
Yeah, if you had training.
Rehearsed.
Yeah, it was a rehearsal. So you're from the Bath Priory.
I am indeed from Bath Priory Hotel.
And you have retained your Michelin Star, you told us.
I have retained it for the 3rd year, so that's wonderful.
Well
done to my team.
I'm going to drink to that.
Oh, she's already started. It's worrying. It's worrying.
True.
So we're going to start with the first course, which is going to be scallops. Now, I heard they were dived for.
Yeah,
Did you dive for them?
I didn't dive for them.
Did you get your wetsuit on?
Not this time. You can, yes.
What, you in a wetsuit?
Me in a wetsuit. I haven't been in a wetsuit for a very long time though.
But it zips it all in, doesn't it?
It does. Well, you do
not
that.
like
Just go in the office.
Holds it all in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Exactly.
So we're going to do scallops with haricot bean, mushroom puree, and bacon. Is that right?
Exactly. So really earthy flavours. It's autumn now, so we're just going to celebrate the best of the season. And we're using hand-dived scallops. Hand-dived scallops are great because there's minimal damage to the seabed when you take them, and that makes them more sustainable.
Oh, so you just swim in, and then you get a scallop, and you pick it up.
Well, they literally feel for them on the seabed, because obviously when you're down there, there's not much light, so they're literally sometimes feeling around for them, and you feel something scallop shaped, and
you pray it's a scallop.
And you hope it's
it could be anything.
It could be
you
anything.
just don't know, but you're so what can we do to help you? Because allegedly we're meant to be helping.
Well,
because she's got to learn to cook.
What we're going to do, we're going to get the things on that take some time. So so the dessert's going to take the longest time to because that has to set.
With honeycomb, like a panna cotta, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a lightly set buttermilk cream. Buttermilk has a wonderfully natural acidity. It's a byproduct of making butter. So when they churn the curds and whey, it's the leftover. So it's the buttermilk. So
I know, I can see her sitting on her stool, milking the cow. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Curds and whey, and guys, see what's this? It looks like a stick insect.
So it's vanilla. So in here we have some cream, a little bit of cream that we're just going to bring up to the boil.
Okay.
So nice high heat, and then into there we're going to drop vanilla, the juice and zest of 1 orange, and the vanilla pod has been scraped to bring out all the seeds. And we put everything in there because we want to get it in there. Go on.
Get that insect in there.
We want to.
That is not a good thing. You can't talk about insects in food, can you? It just ruins it, doesn't it?
Well,
you know, I'm going to.
It won't be too long before we're all eating insects. I would. But
that doesn't do it for me.
No, that's a different show.
Sorry, that's a different show altogether.
Okay, so we've brought that up to the boil really quickly, and now we're just going to take that off and leave that to infuse.
Right.
And so that's all you have to do at this stage.
That's done.
And then here we've got some gelatin that we've soaked in cold water, and that's just going to help us set it. Now, if you're cooking for a vegetarian, you could just flavour the buttermilk and have it quite loose, and that won't cause you too many problems because you can see the buttermilk is quite thick. But
so
the gelatin,
buttermilk as it comes, that's just buttermilk.
That's just buttermilk. You can buy it in most supermarkets.
Okay.
Looks like a really good facial, actually. You know, I can just imagine spreading that over my
Spreading cream
face.
all over yourself.
Yeah, and all over myself would be quite good. I'm sorry, Sam. This is not that sort of show. Back to the culinary delights.
Okay, so
Can't take her anywhere.
Tom, fancy a little facial? Interested? Not today. He's giving a little sneer.
so we've dissolved gelatin in,
Right.
and then we're
Right.
going to drop some sugar in,
Okay.
and
Smells wonderful.
because we want that all to dissolve.
Right.
Oh, can I do that?
You can indeed.
I'm moving out the way, Chrissie.
Look at
And
that.
there's a
Oh,
whisk
hang on.
there as well. Give it a good whisk.
You
It's
can
like-
whisk it, babes.
Oh.
You don't have to use your hips.
No, no.
You know, she thinks everything's sort of with a hip movement. Do you
It's
dance
good.
while you cook?
Sometimes.
So, how's it going teaching us to cook? Are we keeping it on track now? Are we there?
We'll see. We'll let the end product decide.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to make a mushroom puree or mushroom duxelle. So nice hot pan.
Right.
If you could chop me up an onion, that would be
thanks.
wonderful.
Do I keep whisking?
No, that's fine. Once everything's dissolved, that can just sit and infuse for a.
Oh, I'm going to watch the
The
onion.
thing
chopping
is
then.
about onions is they make you cry. They make you cry. I've got mascara on. Can you put something in your mouth?
No, they're sort
To stop
Just do
crying.
it quickly. If you peel it first while
I've
it's
done it now.
while it's in half, they're much easier to peel.
Right.
And if you always work from the top down towards the roots,
You mean I'm doing it the wrong way?
the wrong way,
Completely.
it just makes
Yeah.
your life a little bit
Do
easier.
try this at home. Do it the opposite way. Yes, well, that's beautifully done.
Very good, very good.
It's a bit smelly.
And then we just slice those up.
My eyes.
And if we slice with,
Slice. Okay. Yeah, beautiful.
so you're going to slice across the root, not with the root.
Cross the root, not with the root.
Right. Got that?
No idea what
So
that means.
you want to slice it that way. Basically, when
Like
you
that?
yeah,
Means that-
so
okay,
when
and then
you
you go
cook
like-
the onion, it's
onion
going to
that.
break down slower, and it's going to go soft.
Did you notice that chefy speed?
I don't-
That's very good.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, look, this is one I did now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, good, good, good. Now what? Oh,
I like to share the smell. That's what
we
happens.
don't
when you
actually
cook.
need this. I just wanted you to chop an onion up.
It's me.
oh it's me, it's me.
No, so we got nice hot pan.
All right.
Oh,
That is hot.
that is a
That
bit
is
too
crazy.
hot, maybe.
That's
Get out of the way.
I'll just get this out of the way.
While we're burning in the kitchen, I think smoke is very good facial. Actually, what do you think, Chrissie? We've got burning. My hands smell of onions. But you know what? It's a live cooking show. This is how it is. And we roll with it, don't we, Chrissie?
It's just to get rid of
What
this.
about you, Tom?
This
Can you
makes me-
actually see with the smoke? Right, back to
Just to get rid of the smell of the
feel at
onion.
home.
Yeah, it doesn't always go right. Here we go. So, nice hot pan, take two.
Nice hot pan, take two. I like that. You're so
And it's
cool.
really, really important that when you cook with butter that you do have a hot pan so that it foams straight away. And you can see that it's starting to turn golden. Not black this time,
Yeah,
but golden.
okay, golden.
And then we drop our onions straight
that
in.
you didn't need, that I couldn't.
There we go. So we're going to cook those down quite quickly in a nice amount of butter.
Okay.
Right.
So what happens now?
Okay, so what we need to do now
Yeah.
is we need to just lightly whisk this cream.
I'm
So
gonna
you're
leave
I'm
Chrissie
whisking
to
on
do that.
so
Have one
not
arm bigger than the other.
no,
I'm always
not
whisking
set.
on one arm.
So you don't want it too thick, but just slightly thicker, and that's just going to add some volume to our mousse.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I
So,
like a woman who whisks.
well. I'll do a whisking
Is there,
dance.
okay.
Oh, it's going thick. Is that too thick?
Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. So
She's worse than me, really.
A bit neurotic.
You are actually.
we're going to pour the cream and the
She's on the
gelatin.
booze already now.
Yeah, you
Look.
told me that.
That's
So what
fine.
are we here? We've got the gelatin,
So our-
the vanilla pods. I'm just keeping up.
Our infusion goes in.
Right.
I've not passed it off. I've just kept the orange and the vanilla pod out the way. I don't want them in the finished thing.
Right.
So that goes in,
Right,
and then we fold that through.
right.
Are you going to have a go?
No. I think Sam does it much better than me. See, the thing about a man who cooks for you is you just egg them on and help them. You just invite them. You say how beautiful you do it.
Yeah. Okay. And then what we need to do is
Yeah.
fold this bit of cream.
Ah, you can do that.
Into-
'cause it's
into here.
folding. This is our folding moment.
Okay.
Go on, do a bit
Folding.
of folding.
It is, look at that. That is just very gorgeous. I love cream.
Is that good? Do you like
Folding
cream?
action?
I love cream,
Do
actually.
you like cream?
I actually love cream.
I love cream.
I mean,
Do
I
you
actually,
love cream?
I do love
I actually
cream.
love it.
think I got the point. And then folding isn't stirring, is it?
So you're just going to mix it together as quickly as possible. We
Okay.
don't want to.
Don't muck about.
But it's so we don't want to knock the cream back too much. We don't want to overwork it. We don't want to split it.
Am
but
I
we
happy?
just want
Is
it.
it happy?
Well, you can just still see the cream in there at the
So keep
moment.
going.
So just keep going.
Right, I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. I'm
So-
learning that I don't know how to do this. But I'm learning, I hope you're learning too, that it's an art. And that's why we have fabulous chef Michelin, Sam Moody, showing us how to do this.
And
So while that's happening, we're gonna keep making our mushroom puree. So you can see our onions have taken on a nice bit of colour. They've softened. They've started to go sort of translucent. And so we're just going to add the mushrooms. Now it's really important when you cook
I think that's
mushrooms.
done.
there's a few that we chopped earlier, by the way.
Yep.
Chrissy hasn't done
So
anything.
these are cat
today.
mushrooms. You could use button mushrooms or field mushrooms. Just use your favourite mushroom. I wouldn't use a wild mushroom. I wouldn't spend too much money on these because your flavour's going to be there. And then all we do is a nice high temperature, number 7 on the induction, and cook it really quickly. Mushrooms have got loads of water, so if you don't cook it over a high heat, they'll boil. They won't.
Okay.
They won't saute.
So any old mushroom, chopped up beautifully, bit of butter. Well,
We don't want old mushrooms.
yeah, but any new mushroom.
Any fresh mushroom.
Any fresh, new mushroom. But it doesn't have to be a shishi mushroom. It can be any
No,
mushroom.
you definitely don't want to use a shishi mushroom. You
No,
want
but shishi-
you want to use a humble
A
button
humble,
mushroom.
A humble
Okay.
mushroom. So we've got that going. This is whipped in.
So that
would you
can,
say?
yeah, that's perfect. So that can go into the
Okay.
fridge.
Ooh.
This is going to cook down. Once this is cooked down, we're going to add some cream and Madeira,
The fridge.
and that's ready to blend.
Excuse me, would you mind opening the fridge? Thank you so much.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So, well,
We are actually in steam here.
we're taking a break, I
Yeah.
think.
So we're going to.
Are we? Well, I think we're going to take a break now, and we're going to be back after the break with Michelin boy Sam Moody, our dishy chef, cooking up a storm with those amazing smells. We're slightly smoked out, and we're going to be completing our beautiful scallops and mushrooms and our panna cotta with honeycomb.
Yeah, and don't forget, don't worry, because you can get all of these recipes on our website at madeinbristol.tv.
Now keep those tweets in because we want to hear from you what you think and what you desire to have us cook on this show.
We will see you after the break. Stay simmering.